Hi Taurus, welcome to a bonus reading for you guys for August 2019. I've really been feeling your energy lately. Yes, I am a Taurus myself, but I feel like I'm really feeling the collective energy for Taurus. Taurus, you guys are going through major awakenings right now. The reason we're going through this major transformation, this major awakening, is because we are becoming more spiritually free, more spiritually aligned. We are going through the transformation and realizing what needs to go, what doesn't serve us anymore. Taurus has a really hard time letting go of things. It takes them a long time to let go of things. Anything that doesn't serve you. It could be anything. Anything that's toxic, anything that was stopping you from reaching your fullest potential. We have been stuck in a rut for a very long time. Taurus, it can be anything toxic, addictions, it can be a long-term relationship, but you're really going within and knowing that really deep down within your bones you truly seek this spiritual freedom. And for a long time Taurus has been all about practicality and money and finances, security. But it's like now I feel like Taurus is shifting. Yes, we're still going to love money. That's not going to change. You can move the money out of the bull, but you can't move the bull out of the money. I don't know. I just made that up. Taurus is still very practical, is still going to love money, is still going to be really good at manifesting money. That's not going to change. But I think that Taurus is actually understanding that your health is your wealth. That needs to come first. When you are healthy and when we are healthy being physical, but also mental, emotional, spiritual, all bodies of existence, healthy is what actually attracts your financial abundance. And that's when you become prosperous. And I think Taurus is actually going through this understanding, this awakening that by staying in toxic situations because it's comfortable, because it's familiar, because it's what everyone else is doing, it's because it's what everyone else expects you to do, or staying in toxic relationships or situations because it's practical, because of finances, because you're not truly aligned with that anymore, because it no longer serves you, and because you have so much more potential, it's actually hindering your abundance. You're realizing that it's affecting your abundance and that you've got so much more to accomplish and you've got so much more potential, that if you just let that thing go once and for all. And I feel like you've been trying to release this energy, whatever it is for you, Taurus, it's going to be different for all of you. Whatever this blockage was that you held on to for such a long time, you have been trying to get rid of it. You've had many awakenings about it, but you've always gone back. You've had many epiphanies, many awakenings, and then you've gone, right, okay, I'm just going to wean off it for a little bit, or I'm just going to be more distant, or I'm just going to start focusing more on myself and, not being so attached to this thing where it's so codependent that I have to be in its pocket or be with it every single day. And you're realizing that you can't even do that. It's like it's got to be all or nothing, because trying these new techniques, applying the new techniques or applying new strategies to that thing that you've been stubbornly holding and clinging onto, and applying new techniques, trying different things to make it work so that you don't have to let go of that thing, isn't working. Taurus, you have the sun in your heart chakra. Now, I'm speaking to Taurus sun, yes, very prominently, but it can also relate to those that have your sun or Venus rising. What's the other one? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, okay? So you may get messages out of this also if you have the other planets in this element of Taurus. You have the sun in your heart chakra right now, Taurus. This is the final purge, the final shift, the final moment. Some of you could still be struggling, trying to justify and reason with yourself, your higher self, your awakening, refusing to see the light, clinging on so you don't have to. Some of you may be there, but you will get here to this stage where a lot of you are already, where the sun is in your heart chakra. You are going through heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, inner ear, crown chakra awakening. All right, Taurus, everything that you have done, all the spiritual work, everything that you've gone through up until this moment has been a lesson to teach you how to ground and connect with your body, connect to the earth, to know that earth is a safe place for you to be. You know, we've healed the root chakra, the sacral chakra, we've gotten grounded, we've done that work, we are still going through that process of the solar plexus, connecting the solar plexus to the heart chakra and higher chakras, so that the solar plexus, we now need to get rooted in the solar plexus, is what I feel, because we're rooted in our base chakra that supports the higher chakras, which is why we're going through this higher chakra awakening. And now it's like we need to get more rooted in that solar plexus, and we are. It is being activated. We are going through the awakening because I feel the sun in that heart chakra. And because the sun is in that heart chakra, it's aligning these higher chakras where we are very in tune. We're very intuitive right now. We are receiving downloads. We're receiving messages. We know we've seek and we've found the answers. Our prayers and our questions have been answered by the universe, by divine spiritual beings, whoever it is that is reaching out to you, or whoever it is that you are resonating during this time. You know, we have a whole spiritual team. It's not just one, you know, it can be one main one, but we have a whole spiritual team for different pathways that we take in our life. But it's just crazy. Like, we've been shown the light. We know what we need to do, and I feel like it's the final purge. It's the final chance. Like, you're really feeling this push from the universe to get moving and keep moving. Keep moving forward. Don't look back, because you are realizing how it is actually hindering your potential, your growth, your abundance. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for Taurus, because I'm really feeling your energy not just mine, but collectively for Taurus. We are learning true spiritual freedom. We are yearning to be free spiritually. We are breaking free from the shackles of our past. Breaking free from these shackles and really going after our happiness, knowing that it is our responsibility and our responsibility alone. Okay, Spirit, Lord Krishna, archangels, and spirit guides of unconditional love frequency. What does Taurus need to know? I think I'm just going to keep pulling cards. What does Taurus need to know? Knight of Earth. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. It's now time to commit to your soul purpose. Oh, the glare, sorry. Time to fully commit to your soul's purpose, your true destiny, your true pathway that is in alignment for you. That path is calling you, and it is time to commit. And this is the guardian angel energy that I'm talking about. The divine is, you're feeling this pressure from the divine. You're feeling the power within you, that solar plexus, that it's almost like you're stepping into that empress or emperor energy where you are taking back the control and you are making things happen for yourself and not putting that responsibility in the hands of other people, in the hands of your weaknesses, addictions, whatever it is, not giving that power away anymore to those things, taking back your power and taking the necessary steps that you are guided to take. You know, this could be a career change for a lot of you. This could be a new job. This is definitely movement, okay? I'm feeling you're moving. You could literally be moving. If not, this is the climb, that ascension climb, that ascension ladder. A lot of you could be feeling very tired during this time as well, very exhausted, and that's because you're going through this awakening, this shift, this transformation. You are going through a rebirth. Take that time out. It's really, really, really vital that you are self-caring during this time. Meditation, adequate sleep. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Get out of your mind, into your feeling, heart, body, and just feel. Allow your body to feel so that you can get what you need to get out of this transition and really connect with your body. It is a time of rest, okay? Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. So take it slow and steady. Don't overwhelm yourself in your mind. I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. Now is the time to be slow and gentle with yourself. Okay? Feeling when to make that move. Feeling when to do that thing. When you feel it's the right time. When you're in alignment with it. Staying grounded. Staying grounded. If in doubt, maybe it's not the right time. But slow and steady, baby steps. All it takes, Taurus, is that one little step and the path is laid out for you. I feel like some of you Taurians are just struggling making that first step. All right, you know which direction you need to go in. It's bubbling beneath the surface in your blood. It's in your bones. You know what you need to do. You've got that mental clarity. And you're feeling this urge to move quick, but you're having trouble making that first step, or you're waiting to take that first step. But I feel like once you do, and once you know that's the right time to take this step, when you feel like it's in alignment for you, you see that green light, make that first step, and then everything else is going to fall into place. 4 of water, missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. You're going to get an opportunity, Taurus. This is what I'm saying. Stand within your truth, knowing what you need to do. Listen to that intuition. The universe, when that opportunity opens itself up to you and you're in alignment, you know that that's a green light from the universe. You need to take it. You just need to trust and take this opportunity. Otherwise, you will regret it. Stop living in denial. Stop pushing it away. Stop turning a blind eye. Stop being stubborn. Open your eyes to the possibilities. 3rd eye. Awakening. Listen to your intuition. You know what you need to do. Look after your vibration during this time, self-care, so that you don't miss this opportunity when it comes knocking. Because if you're not in alignment, you won't see it as a blessing. You won't see it as an opportunity. You won't see the blessing in it. You'll be blinded. So it's very important that we are grounding ourselves and staying in that heart chakra and keeping that heart chakra open, so that we recognize the blessing from the universe, so that we actually see it as a gift from the universe. 4 of water, by the way. Trusting the divine. Having a bit of faith with this new opportunity. What else does Taurus need to know during this time? We are in August 2019. 9 of Earth. This opportunity that is going to be handed to you, or even if it's just a nudge from the universe, like a green light, like an arrow, like your intuition saying, come this way, go this way, do this. Listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to that guidance, and take the necessary action from the inspired ideas or the inspired intuition. Take that inspired action, okay? Because when you do, you are going to be abundant. You are going to be supported by the universe here, okay? This is what I was talking about. There's something that is blocking your abundance that needs to go in order for you to be truly spiritually free and abundant here. This is the 9 of Earth, 9 of Pentacles. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Like I was saying, for some of you, this is going to be a career change, an opportunity to study something new, to be more independent, to be spiritually free and independent, okay? Truly independent, and taking that responsibility back from other people, back from circumstance, and being responsible for yourself and your life. And yeah, I mean, you are going to be supported by the universe. Some of you may be worried that if you go independent, you know, some of you could still be struggling. Like, if you go independent, are you going to be okay? Yes, because when you follow your intuition and you're in your heart chakra and you're looking after yourself, self-care, and you're putting yourself first, really nurturing yourself. This is what I'm saying. Your health is your wealth. When you are healthy, you are abundant. You attract abundance. When you are healthy and doing the right thing by you, healthy mind, healthy emotional body, healthy spirituality, healthy physical body, all bodies of existence, when they are healthy and you are taking care of you and you are putting yourself first, you are backed up by the universe, 100%. All your needs are going to be provided for. You are going to be abundant. So it's telling you to have trust and faith in this, that the universe will provide for you. Even if you go your own way and you don't take anyone else with you on this journey, even if you're on this journey alone and you're going your separate way, you will be provided for. Okay? Let's get one more card here. I feel like I need one more card from this deck. What else does Taurus need to know? This is also spiritual alignment. I'm feeling here, like you guys are in alignment. Now it's just the matter of, you know, listening and trusting your intuition and taking action on it. You're just wanting to heal. You want to feel free spiritually. That inner child. That inner child is crying to be free. Again, you're craving to go back to how you were when you were young. When you had no worries in the world, when you didn't have to worry about anything, when you didn't have any fears or anxieties or insecurities, you were just beaming your light. And a lot of you are craving that reconnection to that inner child where you can believe in magic again. And the only way you're going to heal that inner child and reconnect with your inner child is if you let go. And you will know, while I'm talking to you right now, you will know what I'm talking about. It's going to be different for every one of you, but for each and every one of you, you know that thing that I'm talking about, that blockage, that toxicity, whatever it is. It's toxic and it's drowning your inner child. And your inner child, you hear it screaming to be free, to come out and play and enjoy life again. Spirit is saying when you commit to your inner child and you take care of your inner child, you will be rewarded. You will be abundant. You will be prosperous. There is an infinite amount of resources and money and abundance that will not run out, that will flow to you. You know, affirmations help as well. I wake up every single morning and I say to myself, I have $10 billion in my bank account, and I feel that pressure taken off of me. I feel like the universe is holding me, like I'm sitting on top of my $10 billion. And, you know, it does help to attract money. So removing any resistance that you have towards money, any fears that you have towards money, feeling like you're always running out, or you always have to, you know, budget, or, you know, even things like making sure you're turning all the lights off, or making sure that you're turning your heater off, or being overcautious with money sometimes is a trap, because it ends up being a paranoia or a fear, and it blocks you from receiving, because you're living in a way that creates lack or creates fear around money, and it doesn't help your relationship with money, because you're always worried about money. And so it's stuff like that, like being carefree and knowing that there is infinite amount of resources and abundance. It really does start internally. It really does start within, you know, building that relationship with money, knowing that the universe has your back. Looking after yourself internally is going to reflect outwardly in an abundant way. Does that make sense? So the universe is saying, as you do the right thing by you, nurture the inner child, take care of your health, build that relationship with your inner child, set yourself free from all these restraints, fears, insecurities, the chains, whatever is chaining you and is stopping you from expressing your true, authentic self and being the best version of you. Releasing that block, you will be taken care of, because you're not abundant where you are. You're afraid to leave this situation out of fear of money. But you're doing it out of fear of money. So I know 100% that you are not okay financially. You are not abundant in your current situation. You guys are having money problems in the current situation or the previous situation that you just left. There was no abundance there. So it's like you're fearing taking that step because of money, but because you're fearing that's the only reason, it's affecting your abundance currently. Does that make sense? So when you take that risk and you build that relationship with money, and you build the relationship in the universe, and you trust the universe, and you nurture that inner child, the universe is going to everything will start to open up for you. 4 of water. You're going to receive blessings. Open your eyes to the possibilities, Taurus. Because staying in a discontent or bored situation, you won't receive these blessings. Open your eyes to the possibilities. The universe will send you the necessary opportunities, the necessary people, places, things. The divine will communicate. You'll be able to hear and receive the divine better because you are in a safer place, which allows you to be more open and free and feel good, that you will be able to receive that divine communication. You'll be able to listen and receive the messages that the divine is trying to send to you, so that you know exactly what to do. And you can continue to know what to do, because the situation that you're currently in doesn't allow you to receive to the capacity that you should be receiving. Because the divine will always give you arrows. The more free you are, the more you live to your fullest potential, the more the universe is going to give you. The more the universe is going to give you guidance, clarity of what to do next. Whew. One more card from this deck. This is just a bonus reading for Taurus because, like I said, I'm really feeling this is for a lot of you Taurians. Like, this is all about being spiritually free. And I feel like Taurus is just shifting, like is changing, is becoming more free and independent. And it's something that we have not been for a very long time, if ever. One more card for Taurus. Balance. This would be like the Temperance card, because he's got 2 cups here. It's all about temperance. You know, this is releasing addictions, codependency. This is releasing any attachments, and the need for balance and moderation. Cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. I feel like the time is now. But wait for the nudge from the universe each and every time, and know that when an opportunity presents itself, run with it, because it's going to be very beneficial during this time, Taurus. The need for balance and moderation. There's no balance. I mean, this came out upside down. I don't read reversals, but the current situation that you are in, whatever it may be, you know there's no stability. You know there's no balance. You know there's no harmony. You're beating a dead horse. Like I said, this is something that you've been needing and trying to find balance with and harmony with. You've been trying to harmonize with this thing that needs to go for such a long time, and it's not working. You've applied different techniques. You've applied trying to give yourself more self-love and hold on to that thing at the same time. It's like, I'm trying to hold on to self-love, practice more self-love, but I'm still holding on to that thing. Because you believe that by giving yourself self-love, that you could still hold on to that thing. If you just nurtured yourself and, you know, filled your own cup, that you could still hold on to that thing, or you could release a little bit of resistance. But it's like, it's not working. Trying to harmonize and trying to apply these new techniques is not working. I feel like it needs to go. You've tried cooperating. You've tried to compromise. You've tried everything. You've given all that you can. And Taurus, you know, this is bringing me back to the true nature of a Taurus, as we have known. Taurus will be so stubborn, and they will stick around through thick and thin, and they'll stand by your side through thick and thin. But when a Taurus is done, a Taurus is done. And I feel like you're done. I feel like you're done. And you are just waiting for the right time. See you, bye. I've given you all I can. I've tried everything. I've really tried to make it work with you. I've tried to cooperate. I've tried to compromise. I've done everything in my power to keep things harmonized in this situation, and I've applied all these techniques, and I've tried releasing attachment and focusing more on myself, but it's just not working. I need to wake up to the realization that true self-love is going to be when I kick this thing to the curb and move on. When I finally realize that I just need to let it go, because I don't have any other option. But you know that because you've already tried everything. And you know, I feel like in the past, if you've tried to release it, it was premature when you tried to release it and whatnot, but you weren't convinced yet that it was the right thing to do. But now I feel like you are, Taurus. You're convinced that I have nothing more left to give. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm just so ready to walk, to climb, to keep on climbing, to close that chapter. Alright, what else does Taurus need to know? What else does Taurus need to know? You're in alignment, Taurus. Whatever decision you've made deep within your soul, whatever messages, clarity you've received, you are in alignment and you are on point. You are right. You know what you need to do. So don't doubt yourself. This is confirmation that now is the time, Taurus. Now is the time, okay? I've got goosebumps. I was tuning in to the energy before, and I was doing my own healing because I was feeling really like, ugh. I had to do some cleansing. I did some saging on myself and my house because I felt like there was some releasing of negative energies that were attached to whatever situation that I was attached to without going into detail. Because I've made that conscious decision within me that I'm no longer going to be there. I want to climb, I want to ascend, I want my life to look beautiful and abundant, like pretty. I want my life to look pretty, beautiful, flourish. I want things to be magical. I want to feel like I felt when I was a kid again. I want my childhood back, if that makes sense. I want my innocence back. And yeah, I had to cleanse, and I did some Reiki on myself, and I felt that sun in our heart chakra, Taurus collective in the heart chakra, and we've reached this beautiful awakening within our heart chakra, higher heart chakra, and throat chakra. There's a lot of release. I felt a lot of release. I feel like, for some reason, don't ask me why, but I felt like when I was doing the healing on myself that I was also tapping into the Taurus collective, and I was releasing like the blocks for the Taurus collective in the heart chakra, higher heart chakra, and throat chakra. I felt like when it was releasing, I released the collective, and I did a lot of shift for the collective and the planet. And I felt such a release. Finally, I felt free. And I felt so much release here that I just started crying. And it felt really good. It was a purge that needed to happen. And I finally felt free. So, alright. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Your spirit guides, your angels, your spirit team are with you, Taurus. They are surrounding you, and they are putting this pressure. They've got your back. Your ancestors, your ancestral lineage. You're probably communicating in your dreams with loved ones that have passed on, and they're communicating. I just feel really, really so much love. Actually, sorry, that was really overwhelming just then. So, a lot of you could be receiving, messages in your dreams or even during meditation from your ancestors, people that have passed on, grandparents, even your parents, brothers, sisters, aunties, whoever. And they're communicating to you in your dreams. A lot of them and yourself have connections to starseed energy, Arcturian, Sirian, Pleiadian, Andromedan, and it is in your lineage. And some of you are receiving light code activations in writing. They could be writing this and giving you a letter, or writing it down. You can see them writing it down in a book for you, and when you wake up, you can't remember what it was that they said. But it is a light code activation that they are infusing into you, if that makes sense. It's like your ancestors are helping you and are activating your system and activating you with these new light codes. You could be very drawn to light language, so it would be very beneficial to you to listen to light language. Even sound healing, even yourself chanting, saying your ohms, stuff like that when you're doing any healing work. Even if you're doing Reiki, I've been starting to do a lot of sound vibration even in my Reiki healing, so that would be very beneficial to you also. But yeah, your ancestors have got your back. They are showing you the way. They are supporting you. They're wanting you to break that lineage as well, like break the blocks, the lineage. For example, if you had a grandparent that was an alcoholic, and then your parents were alcoholics, or it skipped a generation, and then your brothers and sisters, or you had alcoholism, like alcohol issues, and that was passed on from generations. Like it is time to break that bad block, that lineage that was passed on through generations, okay? That's what I feel like is going on. There's breaks happening in the toxic ties that have been passed on through our ancestors. And it's really important that we break these chains, break these addictions, so to speak. Even behaviors, ways of thinking, victim mentality. Oh my God, victim mentality is a big one that has been passed on through my lineage with the women. Always blaming the man, you know, like pointing fingers, projecting. That was a lineage that I broke only a couple of years ago, and still have to work on breaking it down and releasing it, because these things are hereditary. The way we think about life in general, it is passed on. So it's breaking that lineage, okay? So that we don't pass it on to our children and future generations to come. So really tap in to your ancestors. Really pay attention to any signs, any messages that your ancestors are trying to communicate with you, and just know that they do have your back. They are wanting you to do this. They are pushing you to do this. And you have your own spiritual team that have your back, and they're communicating with you. And you are highly, highly intuitive during this time, so don't doubt your intuition. All right, let's pull one card here. I feel like pulling a card from Alice the Wonderland to finish this off, because I feel like we're done. And this is a very sensitive topic, and this is probably how you guys are feeling, a bit shaken up when, you know, these energies are spoken about, because it's the energies or bad entities, negative entities and negative energies within you are nervous, because they know it's time for them to leave. They know it's time for them to move to the light, and they're scared of the light, because all they've known for such a long time is fear and darkness and ego, and they're scared of the light, because in the past people scared, you know, anyone talking about spirituality or the light, even Jesus. I mean, look what they did to Jesus, because he was teaching love. People are, for a long time, our ancestors, going back years and years, have been afraid and scared of the light. And when I'm talking about this, and you guys are probably feeling it too, you're feeling that nervous energy, and it's not yours, okay? It doesn't belong to you. It's the negative energies and ancestral lineage that is nervous, okay? Or any negative entities that have attached themselves onto you, they're nervous because they know it's time for them to go to the light. And there's nothing that they need to fear about the light, because it transforms into love and freedom for themselves. So they're just afraid because it's something that they're not used to, and it's something that they don't know. So there's nothing to fear. It's just because it's out of their comfort zone. And they're nervous because they know it's time, and they know that I'm activating that within you, and they know that it has been activated in you, and they know it's time to go. So cleansing during this time is going to be very beneficial. Getting Reiki done during this time, just to get rid of that excess that is still clinging on to you. Doing your sages. Make sure that you ask for protection, divine protection, before you do any kind of rituals. during this time, Taurus, people could be very jealous of your success and your growth and how happy you are. When you start making moves and putting yourself first, it can cause jealousy. It can cause conflict. So definitely make sure that you are protecting yourself, wearing protective stones in your bra or in your pocket if you're a male watching this. But just beware that there can be some jealousy or opposing energies that are trying to keep you from climbing. Okay, they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to keep you from ascending. That will manifest with human beings as well as energies. So step up the protection and the cleansing, the meditation, the Reiki. Okay, so what is the card of advice for Taurus? What is the card of advice for Taurus, please, moving forward? And it's funny when we say goodbye to something that we have been holding on to for a long time, even though it's a good thing. There is a sense of sadness as well, because it's something that we have known and held on to for such a long time, and it's really unfamiliar and strange, and it's really unfamiliar and strange for us. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. And she's got these scales in her hand. Let's read it. It's bringing me back to like true integrity. You could be in a contract right now and people are, you've got opposition, okay? You've got opposition that is telling you that your decisions are not justified, or your decisions are not the right path. It's not right. It's not the right thing to do because you're in a contract. For some of you, not all. Or, you know, a spiritual contract, whatever. But there's opposing energies that are trying to keep you stuck and will tell you that your dreams are unrealistic and that you're making the wrong decision. And it's like, hang on a minute, because I'm thinking of law is not justice, okay? Just because you're in a contract doesn't mean it's right. Just because you're in a contract doesn't mean you don't have the freedom to decide to leave, or, you know, you don't have to stay stuck just because it's something that you've known and familiar, or you don't have to do the wrong thing by you because society wants you to do otherwise, if that makes sense. So let's read it. Number 30. The situation Alice finds herself in is patently unfair. You are in an unfair, unbalanced situation, Taurus, currently, and you know that you are. It's one-sided or whatever. No one should be judged, convicted, or serve a sentence prior to the evidence being heard, but this is the situation Alice finds herself within. This could be what is taking place in your world. Unfair as it may be, someone wants to judge you before they know you. convict you before they understand your side of the story, and they most certainly have not examined any evidence. Nevertheless, they wish to judge. So you could be feeling very judged for expressing your truth right now, Taurus, because they're not comfortable with it and how free you are. As Alice so bravely does, you must speak up and say that it is unfair and wrong. It is not right for you to be judged by another person, but another person wishes to do so. Unless you speak up, there could be very strong consequences. When you are told to be quiet and to tolerate the judgments being made about you, this card urges you to speak up. Follow your intuition and honor your true, I can't remember the word, it's gone. Your true alignment, like what's truly in alignment for you, whether it appears to look wrong by society or not, staying true to you is true integrity, okay? Your opinion of yourself is what is most valuable. You can state your case clearly with strength and power, and doing so will help you remember just how very strong you are, how very admired you are, how worthwhile and decent you are. You are worthy of respect, fairness, and kindness. You are worthy of a beautiful life, Taurus. You are worthy of kindness, fairness, and respect. If you are being treated poorly, speak up. When you do so, the spell will be broken. When you do so, the spell will be broken, and people will see that your side of the story is well worth listening to. Never allow another to steal your self-worth. Wow, Taurus. Wow. You know, this is also, again, talking about breaking the spells, the curses from your ancestors that have been passed on. Breaking the spell. Breaking the spells of others because of jealousy. You know, that they've put jealousy on you. They've been envious of you. So that's why they could be spiritually attacking you. I know last night I was. Because I spoke up. I spoke my truth. It was another reader's, another YouTuber, I'll say, and I was just speaking my truth, and I was just asking her questions, and I actually really admire her. I value what she has to say. But there was one video where I decided to speak up because I use my discernment now. So Taurus, now is the time to use your discernment, okay? Don't allow others to brainwash you. Use your own discernment, okay? Take back your power. And I was just being discerning, and I was asking her questions because I was challenging her, and she didn't like it. And I feel like as soon as I did that and questioned her, I wasn't rude or disrespectful or anything. Like I said, I do admire her work, but there was one video where I was like, oh, I don't think that's the right message to send out to the collective, you know. I don't think that that's serving anyone but yourself. I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking. But I did challenge her, and I asked her questions because I used my own discernment and my own intuition and my own system, relied on myself. And she did not like that, and she got really nasty. And within a few minutes after this debate, I was just asking her questions, my third eye was so, like, it felt swollen. I felt like it was under attack. And that's why this morning as well, I did some cleansing in my house before I jumped on YouTube, because I want to make sure that this channel is safe, is a safe space for you guys as well. So I made sure I did all my cleansing, and I was cleansing and I was doing a ritual to unbreak the spell that she put on me. And I nearly burnt my house a couple of times, and I never do that with cleansing, like with saging, because I know what I'm doing with saging. But I stepped outside, and then it just all of a sudden the sage stick caught on fire and nearly burnt my hand, and I was like, ooh, and I just knew. I knew that she was throwing shade at me or doing some kind of black magic or some kind of a spiritual attack, but it's all good now. But people are going to be jealous or envious the fact that you are being discerning and that you are putting yourself first and you are speaking your truth and you're asking questions, and the fact that they can't brainwash you or they can't convince you otherwise, it is going to be a challenge. They're not going to like it, but nonetheless, it's because you are standing up for yourself and you are standing in your truth and you're letting that shine, and that's how you know you're on the right path, and you've got to keep going and keep your head up. Okay, Taurus, keep climbing, keep doing it for you, what is best for you. Okay, Taurus, so I'll love ya and I'll leave you there with that. I hope this helps. Let me know what's going on with you guys, and I will speak to you guys next month. Okay, if you need a personal reading, details are in the description box below. All you need to do is email me at thegoldenriverreiki@gmail.com. All right, namaste. Bye, Taurus.